Welcome to another one. All right, this morning we are starting behind some trucks. I don't know if you can see both of them. There's a white Silverado up in front of this Tacoma. Today we're on a trail that a lot of people off-road in, myself included. Well, I want to. You know, just trying to get that Forester off the road, but I know my tires can't handle this right now, and I know my limits. But I'm gonna be honest, I missed the best of the light already, but that was never the purpose of today. Today is focused on details. Like being in Hawaii, hold on, I'll show you. Being in Hawaii, things can get super just ideal. Just, it looks too perfect. Like, look. And when things start looking like this, it can get kind of boring. So today, I'm just gonna focus on details, close-up stuff, things that the everyday person might not see because they're too busy gazing all that beautiful stuff like this. So that's the goal today, and we'll see how we do. Thanks for coming along. So right off the side of the trail here, I've seen this in photos before, I just never really knew where it was, and I think this is the one, but it's this rock formation, and you get to see the water coming through, and I don't know, it's in the shape of a heart. I will not, it's in the shape of a heart. I like to be cynical at times and like, no, that's Photoshop and stuff, but this thing is in the shape of a heart. So the way I have it set up, I'm shooting at f9, 30-second exposure with the polarizing filter and the 10 stop on there. I'm just winging it because the way I have it exposed, I'm 30 seconds short. So properly exposed without the 10 stop, it's about 1/15 of a second. And according to Lee, that means I need to get a 1 minute exposure, but my unprepared self forgot the trigger at home, and I'm not able to make an exposure longer than 30 seconds on this. So I'm just hoping I can get a decent shot and bring back something in post. But yeah, lesson, always double check your equipment. We're looking at that shot. I actually don't like how smooth the water looks, so I adjusted it, made it to 1/60th of a second when it's properly exposed, and that gives me a 15-second exposure, and that'll speed up the water a little bit. It'll show more of the motion, because right now the way that 30-second exposure looked, it just looks like mist and clouds inside of this. I mean, I'll show it to you. But that wasn't what I had in my mind. And I even think maybe that 15-second exposure is going to be too long also. So I might not even use the 10 stop. The only reason why I use the 10 stop is because I like experimenting with it. I know it's not the best use in every situation. I know I could do better with a 6 stop or a 3 stop filter, but just 10 stops, that's just interesting to me. I don't know. It's different to each person, but we'll see what this 15-second exposure gives us. And yeah, I might have to focus stack it, but oh look, there's a crab. That's cool. There's a crab on the rock. I don't think you can see it because of the angle, but the crab on that rock over there. Anyway, we'll get back to the shot. I will show you the photo, and you be the judge. So what ended up happening was I took off the 10 stop filter, I just handheld it, and I just snapped it. And you know, sometimes the simplest like simplest technique is the best one. A lot of times you get pressured into thinking, oh, I need this filter, I need this type of camera. Sometimes photographers, we just overthink it and we forget that we have this amazing machine in our hands, and all we really got to do is point and shoot. I mean, get your settings right, but point and shoot. And it's some great stuff. Well, I like it. I've seen better. I know that spot can be taken better. I mean, from the time of day that I'm out here in the sunset directly above me. I've seen sunset shots of that place, and those look amazing. But it's a little memento for myself. And I mean, I can come back some other time. Now I know it's there. But yeah. If you know where that place is, I'll leave it up to you to decide whether or not you share it with other people in the comments. There are just multiple modes of thought when it comes to that. You know, some people, they're very protective of these beautiful places because they don't want to become tourist attractions, and I totally agree and understand that. But there's also the mode of thought that it's not ours in the first place, and who are we to hold back other people from seeing beautiful things just so we can selfishly keep it for ourselves. And I understand that too. So that's two great ways of thinking, but I don't know, I'll leave it up to you. If you know where it is, feel free to share it with other people, but I don't know. I don't know. So there's a whole lot of tide pools here, and there's one tide pool that I just saw that has some really interesting color, and I think I'm going to try to use that because I don't know, it caught my eye and I like it. It's down there. So I'm at the tide pool, and you know, if you guys come out to tide pools and stuff, and you have to climb down on rocks and stuff, like, don't be stupid, don't be dumb about it. Like, make sure you wear the right clothing and all that stuff. So here it is. So what I decided to do is I'm going to use this tide pool over here on this side, and like the rock walls around it as a leading line towards the mountains in the distance. I'm going to use the polarizer, but I'm kind of shooting towards the sun. So since I'm shooting towards the sun, it's not going to do a whole lot, but I'm thinking it'll still turn out decent. So I also want to try to get a longer exposure. That way the tide pool that's down there, that's still moving around a lot more than this calm one right here, hopefully it like mellows out. It'll clean it up. Let's see how this goes. So I'm at f/22. That allows me a 1/4 of a second, or somewhere around there. I'm using the polarizing filter. It did a little bit. Like I said, it's not gonna do a whole lot because I'm going right towards the sun. I have to focus stack it because it's such a long distance and I want to try to get everything in focus. So I'm gonna focus stack it. And I don't know. Oh, sun's good up there. Ooh, that was close. Okay, what I'm about to do, I don't suggest other people do, but it's too good to resist. I don't know if you've seen in the shots earlier, but there is a whole lot of OP heat around here, and I'm gonna try to grab some. Good one. That's a good one. I think that's all I'm gonna take. Can't get greedy. Gotta leave some for some other people. And I just gotta thank. Gotta be grateful. Woo! That's gonna taste good. So I know today's video was pretty short, but I had a whole lot of fun. We got some photos, saw some great tide pools, picked some opihi. I'm gonna eat some opihi, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Click that subscribe, nudge that thumbs up, and ring that bell. And I'll see you in the next one.